Good morning, good afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Mr. Crawford, and I'm going to explain to you how to make your map of Canadian trading partners. So the first thing you're probably thinking is, well, where do we start? Where do we get our information for Canadian trading partners and where we get those imports into Canada from? So the first thing I did is I just simply went into my cupboard and I found this awesome unsalted mixed nuts from Costco that my wife purchased. And I looked at the back here, and sure enough, it was not made in Canada. It was made in the USA. It says processed and packaged in the USA. So that was kind of my starting point for my investigation. So the next question I wanted to know is, well, there are almonds in here, and I know that I had heard that almonds are grown in California and processed in California. So basically what I did was a quick Google search to find out which part of California were almonds processed in, and that kind of gave me a good idea of how to start my map. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to teach you how to pin the different imports that are on your map. So I'm going to stop sharing my camera just so that you guys can see my screen here. Stop video. And all right. So the first step is you're going to notice we had our Drake's Canada's Trading Partners map. We shared that. The first step is you're going to notice there's something called a layer. Now, for this particular project, it's not necessary to split your countries up in layers. So you're going to just rename that layer. I'm going to rename this layer. So I click the three dots beside untitled layer, and I'm going to rename it just Trading Partners. So layers are helpful if you want to hide certain pins on the map, but we don't need to really do that. So I'm going to continue going on off the trading partners. We can add layers if we needed to for other projects, but we don't need to do that. So the first step is I'm going to search the name of the place I found out where the almonds are grown in California. And I know that US is one of the major trading partners of Canada. So I know I'm on the right track with these almonds. So I'm going to say Fresno, California. Okay, and Fresno is Fresno, and California is here. And it looks like I've got Fresno, California on the map. And what it does is it actually drops a pin for you automatically right in the middle of Fresno here. You can zoom in if you want to take a look at Fresno. You can change the view of your map if you'd like to. Not necessary if you don't want to, but if you're interested in what that area looks like a little closer, you can zoom in. Now, I want to add to map. So you're going to take your mouse and you're going to actually select add to map. And that's going to add it to your particular map there. Okay, so you're going to add to map here. And now you've got your own pin. Now, this pin, you can actually edit it, and that's part of the requirements for this assignment. You can edit the actual pin. You can color code it by changing it with this little paint bucket here. So I know that US, red, white, and blue. So I'm going to go with red for the US right here as one of our trading partners. That was kind of an idea just to kind of change the color, show you how to change the color. And another thing is this pencil tool is called the edit tool. You can also edit this box so that it has your research and your information in it. So remember, part of the requirements on your companion is you need to have what is the product, you need to have a picture of the product, you need to have the absolute location, which is actually right here at the bottom. So that's where we got our absolute location for the companion from Google Maps. As well as you need to have the trade relationship history with the country that product came from. So I'm going to press edit, and I'm going to go to, and I'm going to call this the Fresno, California almonds. All right. Again, I'm mentioning the good that comes from that particular area that Canada imports into. So now I've got this box here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually switch my tab up at the top to my companion, which I should have open already. So, and if you notice, I've already done the research. it says my absolute location, which is 36 degrees, 36.7 degrees north, 119 degrees, 0.98 degrees west. So I have that absolute location there. So I can copy and paste that if I want to. And that's probably a pretty good idea just to remind you what that absolute location is. And this is the actual location of Fresno, California. Oh, I go back over to my map here, which is over here. And I put that there. So now I have that absolute location. And don't press enter, because if you press enter, then that's going to get rid of that window. So you just do a space. And now what I want to do is add maybe my research to that actual box there that tells us about Canada's trading relationship with the US. So I'm going to go back to my companion. And I'm going to copy all of the research that I've got from this internal international gc.ca website. And I'm going to actually copy, and all of it has to do with how the kinds of imports and exports that Canada and the US trade. So I'm going to go back to my Google Maps here. Just have to make sure I open up the right one. Again, don't press enter. It's kind of and I'm going to press Control C to copy and Control V to paste. Now I've got all my information in there, and I'm just going to press save. But before I press save, you'll notice there's a little camera thing here. We can get to it from this screen, but we can also get to it from the other screen here. So this little camera will allow you to add an image. So I'm going to add an actual image of the almonds that I found. So I'm going to go to my photos, and I'm going to go to the upload here. We'll go upload. And it's on my desktop somewhere here. I got lots of screenshots going on. So I think it is this one right here. Where did we put that? Almond screen. Almonds, where are you? Let's see. Oh, there's a dog there. Anyway, you could find the almonds, and I'm going to see if I can find them. I know it's somewhere around here. That's their trading partners rubric. Nope, that's DPA. Anyway, you can also Google image search the Fresno almonds if you wanted as well to add a picture. So it looks like we got lots of pictures of some almond farms and some people harvesting our almonds. We also have a close-up of almonds. We have actually a picture of almonds on a Canadian flag. And actually, there's a lot of nuts and agricultural products that Canada imports in. So I'm going to click that one there. I like that image there. And that's going to be kind of like a little quick idea. So that's my first pin. I'm going to repeat this process for 2 more regions of the world. Remember, the US is in North America. So the next one I'm probably going to do is Japan. So I'm going to scroll out here. And I'm going to go into Japan as a trading partner. And now this one I kind of found out about a little bit differently. I didn't go into my cupboard. I actually remembered that I was having a conversation with my neighbor. And my neighbor said he bought a new car. And I saw the new car, and I complimented it on the new car, complimented him on the new car. And it was actually a Nissan Rogue. Okay, so a Nissan, and I know Nissan is a very famous car brand. And basically what I did, I know it's a very famous car brand, and I know that Canada imports a lot of cars from Nissan. And I found out, I just did a quick search about Nissan. I was on the website on Nissan. I found out that the first Nissan plant was in a place in Japan called Kyushu. So if you look at Japan here, Japan is an archipelago of many islands. I'm going to write Kyushu. Okay, Japan. And again, it'll drop that. Remember, I need to click on add to map. And then, of course, I can add the picture of my neighbor's Nissan Rogue. It's a red one. It's really nice. So this will be my one from Asia. Oh, this one looks like similar to his. So I'm going to add that one there. And I'm going to say select. Okay, I'm going to say Kyushu, Japan, Nissan Rogue, right? So now I've got to go and I've got to find some information from Japan, or from the Nissan, and what our relationship is like with Japan. And I have that here on this page. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to copy that. I've even got a website there that I can add to my companion. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Now I've got it there and I'm going to go save. And now I have my Japan Nissan Rogue, but my picture is not showing up for some reason. Let's try it again. I'll choose the picture again. I'm going to go select and I'm going to go save. Let's see if it comes up. It might take a little bit of time. Oh, it didn't show up there. Oh, an error occurred with this image here. So what I can do is I can do a quick little screenshot of it. See if that works. Should pop up here. And then I'll go upload and I'll drop that screenshot into, there we go. And I dropped the screenshot from my computer into here. So now we've got it. Now we got a picture of the Kyushu, Japan. So it talks all about Canadian investment and what Canada trades. So you're going to notice Canada exports goods to Japan, and in 2018, it totaled 12.9 billion. And talks about other things that Canada and Japan trades here. So that's all my research for Kyushu. So now I have one pin, and I might want to change the color of this one. Let's say I want to change the color of this one to, we'll go with like a green. Okay, so now I know I have two regions of the world. I just added a North American trading partner, which is the US, and now I've added a pin for the an Asian trading partner, which is Japan, and we get a lot of cars imported from Japan. So I have that documented in all my research there. And then after I have done that, I'm going to add one more, which is Brazil. So you can check out my map later. I'll put a copy of it in the slideshow and you can have a look at my map later. So remember, you're kind of flipping back and forth between your research on your companion and you're getting your information from your Google Doc about the absolute location here. And to find the absolute location on your Google Doc, it's quite easy. You just click on the actual pin that you put down and it'll give you this little number here. And it's just important to remember that if there's not a negative sign beside it, the first number, then that means it's north. So 32.59 degrees north. And then if there's not a negative beside the second number, then that means it's east. So this is 130.8 degrees east, which it makes sense because we know Japan is very far east. And so if you see this little negative symbol, depending on which one, so remember we do north-south number first, and then we do east-west number second. Okay, so that's how you get your absolute location for your companion. Looking forward to seeing your amazing maps of Canada and amazing maps of Canadian trading partners in the world. And that is your assignment for this week. Enjoy, have fun, bye-bye.